Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. That one gonna go against the D. And he winds up out of bounds, but things not settled yet. So we've got a flag down. And avoid... And that one's going to set the coaches off more than almost any other. And now they're going to mark off the yardage. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Plowing up the middle. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now a give running right. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 coming up here. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Right up the gut. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
43 rail. Ready.
Hand off to the back. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Down.
From the 32. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Stiff arm success. With a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Set. Ready.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Ready. Set.
Throwing here, Travis. Taken in by Shaheed. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ready, set.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Smash, red.
Travis setting up to throw. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal. that's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the second here. The Cardinals definitely thinking points.
Let's go. Set, go.
Quick throw left side complete. Touchdown, Arizona. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. And the kick is good. And the Cardinals one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing it. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the defender comes away with it. And the Cardinals will take over as he reports his 1st interception of our season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Set, cut. Set, cut.
Design bootleg here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Come on, set.
Travis to throw. Judy there to grab it. He'll be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he's struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return.
I'm sure, Kate, that the coaches would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. There's no additional damage done, however, this time. Fortunately, get the ball back, and everyone could breathe just a little bit easier.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. Chased out to his right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down, and they go right back to him. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
They send a tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. He finds Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? to throw. On the move, headed right. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions push their lead to 3. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Travis looking to throw. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he crosses midfield before going out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Here we go.
Here's Travis. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the... He's got it inside the 10! And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go.
Set, ready.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Ready.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cardinals take the lead just before halftime. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Man in motion, out of the slot. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
22 needle. Hut, hut.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got Harrison. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back to throw, Travis. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready, ready. Set.
We're on here with Will Shipley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Let's go.
It's a design boot. Flushed out of the pocket. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Ready, break.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on, set.
Now Travis. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Here's 2nd and 11. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
4th down, and it'll be the native of County Wicklow in Ireland, Daniel Whelan, on to punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. No return on that punt. And it'll be Cardinals football.
On the set.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go.
Travis. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Down.
To throw it on 1st down. Can't get it to him. Incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Brought in close to the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
Set.
Complete on the option. And in for the Arizona touchdown. PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. He's on the move. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Here's a throw. Forced out to his right. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They send a man in motion. They're going for this. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Breaks the tackle, still going. Down the sideline past the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. First down, ball at the 36. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Has it at the 7. There it is, touchdown Detroit! The Lions now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go. Set.
Back to the well again. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. First down play nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Finding Judy. And this one does not go far. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready, ready. Ready.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Let's go.
Oh, he lost the football. Going the other way. Lions have it. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on 4th actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. Throwing now, following the turnover. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a gain of only 1. Still 3 yards to go here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Quarterback so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
set.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They'll start this series with an option left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play.
On the ready.
You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Set, hut.
Here's 2nd and 14. Hits him on the in route. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Come on, set. Set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Taken in by Harrison. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Down.
Receiver in motion, going left.
Ready.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Here we go.
3rd down, they're dialing up the touch pass here. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty.
Ready.
Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7.
Set. Ready.
He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until... Zone at the 19. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Ready. Watch out.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Clock. 10. Set. Cut.
Throwing here, Travis. Gets this one to Shaheed. It's inside the 10. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Ready, set.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Headed out right. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. for the point after. Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. And he'll probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Searches from the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Try and get it into Amon-Ra St. Brown. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Finding room at the 30. And he stops the clock. What a gain in a spot where they needed every bit of it. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. The give here on 2nd. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. A good pickup of 8 yards, but still more than that. 9 to go now on 3rd down. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. They did their part, Brock, defending the home